Haboim. Welcome everyone. We're about to begin Be'ezras Hashem together Daf Chof Beis Omer Aleph. 5 lines from the top. The Gemara established the opinion of Rabbi Abo when Torah says Lo yoichal, lo toichal, lo toichlu. Do not eat. Not only is it a prohibition not to eat, it also includes the prohibition of getting hana. It's an Isser hana. Unless the Torah says specifically otherwise. Like it does by the case of Nevela, where it says you can give the Nevela to the Ger and sell it to the Nochri. Now the Gemara asks a series of questions on the opinion of Rabbi Abo. Says the Gemara, beginning with Gid HaNoshe. Now Gid HaNoshe is a sciatic nerve. This is the sinew that is prohibited to be eaten. And the Torah says like this. Mosi Rabbi Yitzchok Nafcho, Rabbi Yitzchok asks on Rabbi Abo. V'hare Gid HaNoshe. In regards to Gid HaNoshe, the Rachmona Omar, the Torah says, Al Kain lo yoichlu b'nei Yisrael as Gid HaNoshe. Klal Yisrael shall not eat the Gid HaNoshe. And again, according to Rabbi Abo, that includes the prohibition of getting Hana from the Gid HaNoshe. V'tnan, it says in the Mishnah, Sholeach Odom Yerech Lenochri. A person may send the thigh of an animal to the Nochri, to the Gentile. The Gid HaNoshe b'soicha, with the Gid HaNoshe within it. Because it will be obvious to the onlooker that the Gid was not taken out. And therefore, if the Jew sees, another Jew sees, that this Jew gave the thigh of the animal to the Nochri, we're not going to be concerned that he will buy the thigh of the animal from the Nochri, thinking that the sciatic nerve was taken out, because it will be obvious that it was not. But anyways, we see Al Kol Panim from here, that the Gid HaNoshe, although you cannot eat it, but it can be given to the Nochri. It's muter b'hano. Kasha Rabbi Abo Shita. Answers the Gemara, Kasov Rabbi Abo, Keshehutra Nevela. He, V'chelba, V'gida Hutra. When the Torah gave a special permissibility for getting Hana from the Nevela, it includes not only the meat of the dead carcass, of the Nevela. That means to say, not only the neveh that wasn't shechted properly can you eat the meat. So you cannot eat the meat, but you can get hana rather from the meat. But you can also get hana from the fats, as well as the sinew, the Gid HaNoshe, the sciatic nerve. That's included in the nevela. So Gemara says, Hanicha leman da'omer yesh b'gidin b'noisein tam. That's very good. That goes well with the opinion that says there is noisein tam with the Gid. That the Gid HaNoshe gives noisein tam, therefore it's considered to be like basar. And therefore it's considered to be like nevela. But the other opinion that says that the Gid does not provide noisein tam, then how can it be included in the heter of nevela? And therefore, kasha again, Rabbi Abohu, how can you say that lo soichlu includes an isser of hana when you can go ahead and give the Gid HaNoshe to the Gentile? Answers the Gemara, Man shamas lei the Omar ein begidim minosin tam. Who is the one who teaches us that is the opinion that Gid HaNoshe is not noisin tam? Rabbi Shimon. The Tanya, like it says in the following brayso, Ha'oichel mi Gid HaNoshe shel behema tameya. One who eats from the Gid HaNoshe, from an animal that's tameya, Rabbi Yehuda mechayiv shtayim. Rabbi Yehuda says he's chayiv twice because it's going to be noisin tam. Therefore, there's an isser on the basar tuma, as well as on eating the Gid HaNoshe. And therefore 2 sets of malchus will be then meted out to such a person. Rabbi Shimon poiter. Rabbi Shimon says, since there's not noisein tam, there's not going to be a prohibition on the meat. There's also not going to be a prohibition on the Gid, on the prohibition of eating Gid HaNoshe itself, because Gid HaNoshe is only when it's a behema tahara. Rabbi Shimon, hochinami da'osebano. And Rabbi Shimon, El-Hanami, that's true. He holds that the Gid HaNoshe is prohibited. The Tanya, Gid HaNoshe, muter b'hano, di Rabbi Yehuda, Rabbi Shimon Oyser. So we see over here that indeed, when it comes to our case of the Gid HaNoshe, that the Torah says, you shall not eat it, that which we said that is permissible to go ahead and give it to the Nochri, that's according to the man, the owner says, noisein tam, that the Gid HaNoshe is noisein tam, because that's part of nevela, says Rabbi Abohu. And therefore there's a specific heter in regards to hana of a nevela, which includes the Gid HaNoshe. But that which we're saying is the opinion that says that the Gid HaNoshe is not noisein tam, And Achanami, according to that Rabbi Shimon, it will not be mutter behana. Now the Gemara asks from dam v'harei dam dirachmona. Omad the pasuk says in regards to the dam, kol nefesh mikem lo yisoichal dam. Every person, each one of you shall not eat blood. V'tnan, it states in the Mishnah, Eilu ve'eilu misarvin ba'amad. Both these and those. That means the korban chatos of the chitzoin, the korban chatos of the pnimis, the remaining blood from that is left over in the kli shares that was not sprinkled will then be poured down the places on the mizbeach, which will flow down to the bottom, the floor of the mizbeach, and out. V'yotzin lenachal kidron, it will go out to the nachal kidron. V'nimkarin legananin lezebel, and it will be sold to those who tend to the gardens in order to then fertilize their gardens. Umoy elim boy, and those who do not buy, those gardeners that do not buy this blood, they're chayev me'ila, because these are bloods that have kedusha on it. Until you buy the blood and the kedusha is transferred into the dam, into the money, then the dam still has kedusha. So we see over here that indeed it's mutter bahana because they're sold to the gananim. Says the Gemara, shiny dam the iskish kamayim. Rabbi Abba would answer because dam is different. You can have hana from dam because it's compared to water. Dirshu, it says in the pasuk, lo soichlenu al ha'oret tishbechenu kamayim. Regarding the dam, it says, do not eat the dam, and you shall spill it on the ground just like water. Ma mayim mutarin, af dam mutar. Just as the water is mutter bahana, so to the dam is mutter bahana. So we see a specific het in regards to dam, that although you cannot eat the dam, but you could, yes, have hana from it. Ve'ema kamayim hamisnaskim al gam mizbech. Ask the Gemara, maybe this is the water that includes the libations. And since there are wild water libations that were used on the mizbeach during Sukkot, every day of Sukkot, we put water in a kli shares, and then we pour it on the mizbeach as libations, and that is asur behana. So maybe it's included in that, and therefore then you have no heter anymore because that's asur behana. Rabbi Abohu answers kamayim, but the pasuk that says ma lo yisochlenu alayt tishbechenu kamayim refers to roiv mayim, the normal waters. It says normal waters are mutter behana. So too, therefore, the comparison to dam is that it's mutter bahana. Ask the Gemara, midi roiv mayim ksiv. Does it say the majority, the normal water? It doesn't say that. It just says kamayim. Elomar of ashi kamayim hanishpochim. Since it states in the Torah, again, the pasuk says, Lo sechlenu alayt tishbechenu kamayim. We learn now that the mayim is mayim that are nishpochim, that are poured, and not naim, water that is for libations. And therefore, we have a special, again, heter, that we compare dam to water that is poured, that is nishpochim. Just as water that is nishpochim are mutter behana, so too dam is mutter bahana. Ask the Gemara, ve'ema kamayim hanishpochim lifnei avodah zarah. But maybe nishpochim refers to that which is poured before avodah zarah, which is going to be asur bahana. No, it says the Gemara, hasam nami nisuch ikri. That's also called libations. Like it said in the following pasuk, Dirshu, in regards to avodah zarah, yishtu yein nisicham. They will drink the wine of their libations when they pour it in front of for avodah zarah. So we see that nishpachim over here would be nisuch in regards to nishpachim for avodah zarah. So we found our het in regards to dam, that although it said do not eat the dam, it does not include the prohibition of hana, because dam is compared to water. On top of daf chav beis amud beis, asked the Gemara ulechizkiya. Now Chizkiya was the one who said that only if it says lo soech say ochel, do we say that it's also not only be'achila, also bahana. But if it says lo soichal, it just means kipshuta, you cannot eat, but it would be mutter behana. Ask the Gemara, according to Chizkiya, lemay hilchasa iskish dam lemayim. Why does there have to be a hekish between dam and mayim. Already he learns that dam is mutter bahana. So what does he use the hekesh of dam to mayim? Lich de Rabbi Chia bar Abbe. Don't Rabbi Chia bar Abbe Rabbi Yochanan. Minayin ledam. Kochim she'eno machshir. Where do we know that dam kochim is not able to then make a food item susceptible to truma? Shenemar says lo sochlenu al ha'aretz tishbechenu kamayim. The pasuk that we just brought before, comparing dam to water. Dam shenishbach kamayim machshir. She'eno nishbach kamayim eno machshir. Those dam, which means dam chulin, a regular animal that was slaughtered, such blood, that is nishbachim kamayim. Therefore, it's one of the mashkin that are going to then machshir tuma. But the dam that is used, that when you slaughter an animal for a korban, since that dam has to be mekabel, to be received in a kli shares, to then use it to sprinkle on the mizbeach, it's not considered to be nishbachim, and therefore it's excluded from that which is machshir tuma. So therefore, that's what Rabbi Chizkiah learns, the comparison of dam to water. That just like water that can be nishbach is machshir tuma, so to such dam like dam chulin are nishbachim to also then be able to machshir tuma la'apuke, to exclude dam kochim.